What's up, everybody? This is going to be excuse me, the divine love vibes for this week. So I say it's for the week, but it could be a timeless reading for you whenever you stop by and whenever you watch it. I do believe that sometimes, even if it says that it's for this week or this month or whatever, sometimes you'll stumble across it when you need to, and it just might be the reading for you that time of your life. So anyway, excuse me. So let's go ahead and tap into these readings. Keep in mind, you guys, these readings are general. These are not personal readings, so please don't take anything that I say personal. Do use your discernment, though, to know if something may be for you or it may not be for you. If this reading just does not hit something for you, hopefully I will lead you to the reader or the person that will resonate with you. So keep that in mind, you guys. The only way that you will ever truly know if a reading is for you specifically is with a personal reading. So, you know, you can book with any other reader, you can book with me, whatever. If you guys feel drawn to book a reading with me, my link to my website will be in the description box below of this reading. Also, if you guys have any questions about my readings or availability and things like that, email me directly. I have 2 Gmail accounts that I work from. So just email me on either one, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to cleanse the energy. I haven't did a reading today, so I just want to make sure that my space is clear. The cards that I'm going to use, things like that. Yeah, so I do say that, you know, divine love readings and things like that, it does not have to be specific to people that are drawn to like twin flame stuff or soulmate stuff or things like that. It could be for people that just want to know about a, you know, a specific relationship they're dealing with or connection that they're in. I have to make it clear, you guys, as well, this isn't like, it's not a crush reading. This is not about like someone you have a crush on and you have not interacted with them, or you guys don't have a rapport with each other or have dated or nothing like that. It's not those, this is not for that. This is more so for those who have some sort of type of connection with each other, you know, a back and forth connection, not a obsessive stalkerish type of energy either. So because when I say divine, I mean, you know, essence of a true connection, not some crazy-ish. Alright, so I wanted to do something different in the beginning of this reading. I wanted to tap into what both parties want to say to one another. So I asked that the Most High God gives us nothing but love, light, truth, and clarity, and call to my ancestors, my spirit guides, my angels, the archangels, to assist and give me clarity with this reading, and those who are seeking clarity, those who are meant to receive this message. Thank you. I trust that this reading is divinely guided and divinely protected. So I'm going to do person 1 and person 2. You can resonate with either or. I don't want to, you know, make it too specific because sometimes you may resonate with one part versus the other. What does person 1 want to say? Got a lot of things to say. Like, I got a lot on my mind. So let's see what they want to say. Person 1. Person 1, I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. I feel damaged, like I can't do this. I still love you. I wish I could take back the things that I've said. So person 1, this person has a lot on their mind. I feel this person is thinking about something that transpired that they don't feel like is easily, something that can be easily brushed under the rug or overlooked or forgotten. So they may be trying to distract themselves with other things right now, other people, or just doing something else besides focusing on this situation or this connection or this relationship in some degree. Maybe just avoiding bringing up the conversation about something. They don't know what to say, so it's kind of like best not to say anything. There's a lot going on inside of them. They don't feel like they're in the right space within themselves, but they want you to know that they're still, you know, they still care about you, they still love you, and whatever they said or whatever it was, if it was something they said to you or didn't say, whatever that may be, they wish they could take it back. Whatever transpired, they wish they could take it back, whether this is you or this is someone else. This is person 1. Let's see what person 2 wants to say. Is it possible to forgive and forget? I don't know if I can meet your expectations. You inspire me. Something is still missing from me, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. You've been in my dreams. So, someone feels like they need forgiveness as well, or they could be questioning, is it possible to forgive person one for what has transpired? Someone doesn't feel like they're good enough for the other person. It's a person two is questioning their value. It feels like, I don't know if I can meet your expectations. They're questioning themselves whether or not they can live up to something that person one wants. They do feel inspired in many different ways by this person. Person two feels inspired by person one. Person two feels like something is still missing from them. So they feel like they're lacking in some area. They don't really know what's going on. They don't really know why they feel empty. They're not sure why they feel confused or conflicted in some area. So they're trying to make sense of something. They're trying to balance this energy out. And person two has been dreaming a lot about person one. So that is what they want to tell one another. That's what they want to say. That's what they want to say. All right. So let's move on to, what's the energies? What is the energy surrounding this connection right now? Where's the energy surrounding the connection? Anxiety and rejuvenation. So I feel that whoever is the feminine energy in this situation, more than likely this person is stressed out about this connection. They're not able to fully just rest, be at peace with something within it. It's a lot of self-doubt, a lot of questioning where they stand. There's a lot of red in these cards, so this could have something to do with stability, and it may not have anything to do with the connection as well. It could represent them worried about finances or something, you know, stability, survival. The Magician. Yeah, kind of feeling powerless right now. Not really feeling like there's much that they can do, but there's something that's not being accomplished in this situation. With the Magician card, this could be a Pisces or Gemini energy. Just feeling not able to manifest certain things, or feeling blocked or stuck in this connection. Seven of Cups. They may have too many different things on the table. This feminine energy may have too many different lovers, too many different options, or too many different things that they're focused on. This could be dreams and goals and aspirations, and it's like they don't know what to choose, or they don't know who to choose, especially if there's someone else involved, like a romantic interest or partner. Seven of Cups can be Scorpio energy, so if someone has Scorpio in their chart, or this is something about a Scorpio, or just could be trying to go into depth about their feelings, their emotions, what they want, what's of their highest good, what's not of their highest good. Is this person a good candidate for me? Are they not? So there's a lot going on. They may have a lot of people in their space telling them certain things, or they just don't know what to trust or who to trust. So when I look at the masculine's energy, they're more at peace. They're more challenging this energy and going within themselves. So rest and rejuvenation. I feel like this person was once here, because you got number 18 and then you have number 19. So this is like something has evolved or progressed, or, you know, I feel that the masculine energy though has surpassed this anxiety stage, because I feel like they were once there and they went within. But it can also be flip-flop. The feminine energy can also have this energy as well, or coming into this energy maybe, you know, sometime within this week, where they're able to go within and reflect, not take everything outside so literal, go within and try to make sense of it, because there is some sort of it's like this aura around this guy as he's meditating, and I feel like that spirit message is coming in. This is clarity. This is being in touch with the divine, being in touch with your higher self, the truth of what is, not so focused on what's happening on the outside, because if you focus too much on the outside, you start to get caught up. So yeah, someone has made a choice with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. You got 2 10s, completion. Someone has made the choice and decision to choose peace or happiness over stress and anxiety, overthinking, worry, disappointment with the 5 of Cups, and you got the 2 of Swords. So someone has decided this, and I feel like it could be the masculine energy, or this could be you coming into this energy as well. If you're a feminine energy, someone is going to decide to do that. Not focus too much on what it looks like on the outside and just go within and meditate on it. Okay. So let's see where the head and the heart is. With each partner. So I'm gonna use my, whoa, I just dropped hella cards on the floor. I'm gonna use my relationship oracle deck per usual. Oh well, I'll have to worry about that later. Okay. The relationship oracle, my big ass oracle deck as I call it. So let's see. The head and the heart of person 1 and person 2. Whoa. Like, all my cards just want to fall over. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Okay. So reconciliation permanently. Something about March. Okay. Person 2. Resistance. September. So you got, like, what's with the months? Those could be something, these months could be specific. Sorry, I had to pick up my card. So this month of March and September, these could be specific to one of you guys. It could be a birth date. It could be like a meeting or something, like a situation, a time frame of something. So I'm going to clarify these cards with the tarot. King of Swords. So what's on the mind of person 1 is the King of Swords. So reconciling permanently could be with an air sign, male or masculine energy, such as a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Or it could just represent someone has made up their mind, like, very strongly, like you cannot deter them from their decision, that they want to be in this permanently. Like, this is where they want to be wholeheartedly. This is where person 1 wants to be. Like, they've made up their decision. If this is about the connection with each other, or if there's someone else that they are with, they've made up some sort of decision that they know where they want to be. Where March is concerned, they have the 2 of Pentacles. So something took place in March, or maybe they were juggling. In the past, they were juggling 2 different people, or something else. Could have been a job versus this connection. It could have been something else and this situation. Clarify. The 3 of Wands. This has something to do with a purpose, a journey. So maybe this person was juggling between their personal journey, their path, you know, trying to figure out who they are and what they want in life. And I feel March, something significant about March is coming out. Especially if this is an Aries person, because March is also the month of Aries, and the 3 of Wands is an Aries card. So it could have been during Aries season or something like that. Something significant took place. Someone's faith kicked in. Maybe that could have represented like a rebirth, some sort of transformation. Could have been around Easter, or it could represent resurrection. Something spiritual took place in March for person 2, and in their heart, where their heart is, they're thinking about that moment, a decision that they're making to stand firm with their spiritual beliefs or their spiritual path. And it could have something to do with this connection, or how does my life purpose and this connection all equate or balance, or go together, resonate, or it just makes sense, something along those lines. With resistance, for person 2, in their mind, they have the 7 of Swords with resistance. So in the mind of person 2 is that there's still some hesitance. They don't really trust this situation or the person. They still have lingering doubts. This could be the more anxious person. For some reason, I feel more so this is feminine energy, or whoever is more of a passive energy. This person is doubtful about this connection. They're not totally all in it. They still have their doubts. September with the Ten of Wands. In their heart, they may feel like they're preparing themselves for something very challenging upcoming in September, or the late summer to fall season, or something in the past in September, or with a person born in September. There could have been a challenge. There could have been just a lot of blockages, a lot of heavy energy that this person is thinking about, the time where things did not move as smoothly as they wanted it to. A lot of people say that September is like a challenging month for them. I don't know what that's about, but it could have been very specifically, September was just a tough month in the past. And someone is still feeling the weight of that. It could have been a lot of things going on at once in that time in this person's life. Or could just be a metaphor that there was something heavy that they're trying to move past and graduate from. They're trying to clean up something, because this kind of looks like a broom to me. So trying to clean up some sort of energies that were in the way. Clarify this card. Page of Wands. So someone has the power to persevere and continue to move forward. Maybe someone felt like they took a risk. You know, they took a risk with something. The Emperor. So you got a lot of fire energy. This is Aries with the Emperor card. But this is kind of like stubbornness and feeling like I have to be in my comfort zone and I have to be in control of this. If not, I don't really feel comfortable with just trusting and opening up and loosening up. Someone is very stuck and sturdy in their ways. And this could not only represent an Aries, but this could just represent divine masculine energy, or someone's masculine side. Whether you're a woman that identifies more with feminine energy, this could be your masculine side within yourself. Okay. So let's see what's going on in your situations with love. Like, where you guys at? What's going on? Just... okay. So person one, right now they're dealing with the energy of unforgiveness. The Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So they could be feeling a sense of guilt. Maybe they feel as though person two does not forgive them. There's a lot of overthinking. There's a lot of doubting and questioning themselves, and kind of feeling like a sense of maybe betrayal on their end, or something towards person two, like some sort of betrayal or something they feel. But I feel like this person was like, all I can do was just love myself and forgive myself, because here's the Ten of Cups again, because remember you have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups in the same spread. So someone has made peace with the fact that, yeah, I may have done some things, and to cope with it, I feel like this person had to forgive themselves for something that they've done. So they're still kind of dealing with some sort of guilt, feeling like they've messed something up. Really can't sleep at night. So King of Wands with the Judgment card and the Ten of Cups over days. So it could be like what you're experiencing right now is you're receiving a lot of revelations about this connection, and it could be specifically with a King of Wands, a fire sign, male or masculine energy. Or it could just be this is someone that you were very much sexually intimate with, or this is a person that you had a lot of passion for. There's revelations that are coming out about this situation, I feel. And you could be getting a lot of dreams, fantasizing about something, or focusing on the good old times with this person, or the good days, or the times that you spent with this person, that maybe there were talks of marriage or living together, moving in, something along those lines. I don't know if that makes sense, but to somebody it's got to make sense. That's what I'm getting. Cards are so gigantic that they're shaking the table as I'm shuffling. So, no, they really are pretty. Let's see. Days and years, past life and forgiveness. So the challenge and the obstacles between person 1 and person 2. So person 1, they're challenged by something with days and years. So let's get specific about that. What's good? That. So you have the Death card and the Knight of Swords. So this is a tough time that they're thinking about all of, they're still trying to clean up something, the mess or something that they've experienced in their past, the heavy energies of transformation, going through their dark night of the soul, their spiritual growth, the lessons that they've had to learn in their life. With the Knight of Swords, I still feel like they're cleaning all of this up. They're still cutting the cords with past situations. And it's not easy, because anybody that's gone through the dark night of the soul knows that that's a challenging experience. It's a lot. With the Death card is Scorpio energy. So Scorpio pulls up things in depth. It goes down into our deepest, darkest secrets. It goes down into the hidden realms of things, the things in our ego, fear, life, death. It goes into sexual things. It goes into trauma. It goes deep. So when you're in that space, it's a lot that has to come up, and this is maybe years and lifetimes of different energies that you have to cleanse out. And that's what this person is dealing with, person 1. And they're trying to make peace with where they are, though. But for person 2, past life and forgiveness. Got the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. The 8 of Wands is in reverse. So, I feel like for person number 2, this person is like having flashbacks of certain things that may have been done wrong to them from this person 1, or just different flashes of different things that has taken place that they just cannot forgive themselves for certain things. I feel past life, so it could be something that took place or transpired in the past between the 2 that they're having flashbacks about. They're thinking about it. They could be thinking about words that were exchanged, text messages, memories of something, just a conversation. Could also be flashbacks of a past life. So some of you guys that are able to tap into your past lives, like do like soul retrievals, I think it's called, and then like your Akashics and stuff like that, you may be able to obtain some of those things. And there's something about forgiveness, something that took place that maybe you can't forgive yourself for, or you're not able to forgive this person for, or it's just a challenge to forgive in some instance. And that's what's being challenged with person 2. So I feel like the past, like something in the past, like how this has affected the relationship. You have healthy dynamic, awakening, ego death, and transformation with unforgiveness. So I feel like the things that have impacted this connection in the past was maybe trying to bring this into some sort of healthy balance, or bring you both individually into a healthy place within yourselves. So the connection, you guys needed to go through your spiritual awakenings. You had to go through the ego death in order to find transformation. And heal whatever, because forgiveness, this keeps coming out. The word forgiveness, unforgiveness, whatever, it keeps coming out. This is the third time that the word forgiveness is coming out. And I think this is the second time the unforgiveness card is coming out. So that's the key to all of this, is forgiveness, whether it's yourself, whether it's the other person, whether it's both. This is what something in the past with these energies are currently affecting the connection. This is everything. You know, do you have the power to forgive yourself, forgive the other person? Go through and understand whatever it is that you needed to awaken to, learn, release, let go of, in order to transform, in order to have a healthy balance. If this connection is still, you know, one that stands, or it's a past relationship, it may be something that you have to free yourself. Yeah, so there's still some sort of karmic energies involved. Could be like karmic lessons, a karmic relationship with the Justice card. And that's why it's important that this is learned between the two of you. You have to learn these lessons. The Ace of Pentacles. So seeing the opportunity and the blessing within the lesson, within the process of releasing. With the Two of Swords and the Hangman, these are very spiritual cards. This is faith and belief in the unseen and going within yourself. I feel like it's also a choice that must be made within yourself. You're not going to get validation from the outside, maybe not even from the other person, and vice versa. Both of you may not get that validation. Is it safe to trust this person? Should I forgive them? You got to go within yourself and make that decision. You're not going to be able to seek, you know, someone validating and telling you, yeah, it's worth forgiving this person, or yeah, if you forgive this person, then this is going to happen. That's not how it works. This is you having to use, this is you having to use your higher consciousness, your heart, your logic. All of that has to come into play. With the Hangman in reverse, this is about you. What's going to happen is that you're going to level into, this is a level up. This is a spiritual growth and evolution, spiritual graduation from past energies. When you can say to yourself, and this is the enlightenment, not caring about what other people think about you, if I decide this, and not even caring about what this other person thinks. And it's not in a sense of egotistical, headstrong stubbornness. It's more of you are valuing yourself. You're giving yourself permission to make your own decisions and to live your own life and to feel what you feel and believe what you believe. And that doesn't mean going against this other person's free will and their wishes. This is you saying that whatever decision I make, ultimately it has something to do with forgiveness. That I forgive you, not for you, but for myself. Or if other people don't like it and feel like I'm stupid if I forgive you, or if I take you back, or whatever the case may be, then so be it. But the choice and the decision is mine, and that is when you are in a place of adversity, when everybody is up against you and it seems like the world is against you and everything is against what you believe and what you say or what you think for yourself, when you make that decision, whatever it may be for you, without caring about what these other people and the people that may not even have a part in you, in your connection or your decisions or anything, they don't even matter. When those people are pointing the finger at you the most, that's when you really should be like, I really don't care what you think. And there's a place of enlightenment when you sacrifice something. There's a sacrifice that has to be made, and this could be someone's pride and ego, to say, I forgive you regardless, so that I can live my life and move on, or forgive you and that we can work things out, or whatever it may be, or I forgive myself and admit my own wrongs, because sometimes it's hard for people to admit that they were wrong. So whatever this sacrifice is, it's going to graduate you spiritually. So also another thing is, like, there's a lot of single cards. So it's not always like these connections, they're not always about the other person. The other person is an extension of you, and so on and so forth. But of course, together, if these are equally balanced connection, they are equally, what people say, equally yoked connection. These are true divine connections. You guys are better together as well. But if this is just a connection, whatever the case may be, whether it's seasonal, whatever, it's not always about the other person. No connection, not platonic ones either, friendships and all of that, they are also an extension of us. They don't make us. They don't make or break us. They are an extension of us. Okay. I don't want to shuffle. Okay. So there's some energies that are, there's forgiveness again. That's something. That might be the key to something, y'all. Like, forgiveness keeps coming up. That's the 4th time the word forgiveness came out. The 2nd time the card forgiveness. So you had unforgiveness twice come out, and then forgiveness twice come out now. So we saw the word forgiveness 4 times. What's happening behind the scenes spiritually, I feel like, is this energy of forgiving one another. Something for years has taken place. It could have been that there was a third party involved, and as I always say in my readings, when I pull third party energy, it does not have to be romantic third parties. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be a job or something else. You know, someone's, you know, past, their demons, you know, their fears, something toxic about a person, you know, characteristics, something can play as a third party, and it does not always have to be another love interest or something like that. So for some of you guys, it is a family situation. Some of you guys, it could be a job, or it could have been another lover that they were in a committed bond, or you were in a committed bond with, or you guys may have been in a relationship with someone, and family or friends played a role in the demise of it, or it caused someone to feel stuck in traps. Maybe someone felt strung along in some way. Excuse me. Someone didn't believe that this connection or that, you know, this could work out because of, you know, career, or someone felt strung along, that they were encouraged to believe that there was going to be a relationship or some sort of stability. Maybe someone felt like they led themselves on to believe something, but this has been ongoing for years, and I feel what's happening subconsciously in the background is this is trying to, and I feel the third party can also represent your spiritual guides, your ancestors, your spirit team, helping and promoting forgiveness between the two of you, so that someone can be free mentally, because someone is like stuck in this energy of resentment, or someone is stuck in the other side of feeling guilty about something. I do feel strongly self-forgiveness, but it can also be that there's resentment towards each other, but also towards themselves, if that makes sense. Okay. So let's see, like, what's keeping the two of you guys stuck? Like, stuck in a bad place, stuck in a, if that's the case, if anyone is actually stuck. But let's see, person one. So there's definitely something that's keeping person two stuck. So I'm going to clarify these cards. Divine timing. Whoa. Growth and evolution flew out of the deck for person number 2. So for July and divine timing, July could be something specific to person 1, but I feel like what's keeping this person stuck is divine timing. Like, this person may want something to happen now, because we're in July, right? So this person may want something specific to happen now, but it's up to divine timing, or it could be something significant about July, not just the fact that we're in July, but something specific coming up, upcoming, that you both know about, or this person knows. The Empress. So this could be divine feminine energy, the 9 of Wands. So divine timing is like someone is very intimidated by this feminine energy, the 9 of Wands. I feel like this person is intimidated to approach this feminine, this divine feminine energy, this goddess-like energy. This person is like very afraid of getting hurt, or afraid of this person's snap, because this person over here, person 1, could, like I said, this is the person that said something that could have been potentially hurtful or painful, or just didn't say anything at all, or, you know, they may have said some things about you that they regret, whether that's behind your back or to your face. But this person is like looking at you. I feel like a lot of you guys are person 2. That's the vibe I've been getting. Person 1 is more so the person you're asking about, but it could be either way. But someone is intimidated by this feminine energy. Person 1 is, and they don't want to get hurt by this woman or this feminine energy, because they know that she's in her power, or she's in a position of self-love, and maybe looking at this person as like, you're chump change, you're small to me. So there may be a desire to approach, but not right now, or they feel that they're not in the space to approach right now, and it may not be actual divine timing. The divine timing may be on this person to move, but they're looking at themselves as less than, or afraid of this person's snap, you know. Yes, and growth and evolution. So yes, there is something definitely blocking person 2 or keeping them stuck, and that has something to do with the growth and evolution. And I feel like, again, it's that decision to forgive. I feel like person 2 is the one that's having the hardest time to forgive and forget, whether it's forgiving themselves or forgiving the other person. Clarify. King of Pentacles with the 5 of Wands. So you have an Empress with a King. So I do feel that there's a lot of competition or competing with this other person, like, or measuring yourself up, like, oh, I'm this Empress over here, I'm over here, I'm this goddess, and then here this person is over here, smaller than, less than, they're not really doing this. Or you're stagnating your progress and fighting this person's battles because you want them to level up and meet you and match you. So some of you guys may be settling to some degree, or trying to step in and fight this person's battles to some extent, where they have to learn on their own. For some of you, it could be that fighter aspect in you that wants to fight for something or someone, or wants to stand up. And it's okay to want to defend those and protect those that you love, but in some cases, some of their own karma and their own lessons are their own, and it's not for you to step in and intervene. But if this is a matter of you pointing the finger and being like, look at them, they're less than me, I'm over here doing this, this person doesn't really have that much to let go of. It's not a lot that's keeping them stuck. It's more so you. If this is you, because I feel like for a lot this is you, but for some you're part, or the person 1, sorry, person 1 or person 2. So someone over here is also looking at themselves as less than as well, that they feel like they have to compete with this person and that person to get to this person's level, and to match them and to be with them and things like that. So there's still something that someone needs to grow up or level up still spiritually in some sort of area. Clarify November. Okay. So person 1's higher self is, I feel like this, what they're doing is communicating, or November could be somebody's birthday month, by the way. There's communication happening in the higher realms between the 2 of you, and this could have something significant to do with the month of November, or something that you're communicating in the higher realms may take place in November. And I feel like your higher self is also, you know, trying to create a healthier dynamic between the 2 of you in the higher realms. In the spirit realms, your higher selves, you may have a more healthier rapport. Yeah, so 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles for you, your higher self, if you're person 2, or if you're person 1, let's see, person 1, 10 of Cups. So person 1, you're happy with the 10 of Cups. Person 1 is more so focused on togetherness and coming together and being happy, everybody on the same page, sharing the same goals, same desires. higher self of number 2 is focusing on themselves more so and their growth and their evolution, but this also helps to make a healthy dynamic and stance between the two of them together. But for some of you, it could also be that your higher selves are not exactly on the same page, because one higher self is like, let's be together, let's manifest this love together, this union together, and someone's higher self is like focusing on self and being content and whole within the self. But also that could be the key to togetherness and a happy connection and union, is also realizing that happiness has to start within the self, and contentment has to start within the self, not solely outside of yourself. And then I'll be happy if I'm, you know, if this person is here, if this person is doing this and doing that, or if they're not doing that, then I'll be happy. It's more so about being happy within yourself first. Okay. Okay, that's beautiful. So we see a lot of cards want to come out. So the collective, you know, what you can potentially see here in the near future, and it's not going to be the same for everyone. It's not going to manifest or resonate the same as the next person. But there's some channelings of unconditional love that come out of these situations. And that means no matter what happens, I love you. I wish you the best regardless of if we're together or we're not together. I'm not trying to possess you nor control you. I'm not trying to conform you to be this or to be that. If you decide this, I may not agree with it. I love you anyway. I love myself more if this is something that I don't agree with and it's toxic to me or my path. I can love you from afar, still care about you, but still respect myself and my boundaries. Unconditional love is a liberated, free type of love. It's not a conditional, I love you only if and when and where, and I hate you, you're a B, or you're an a-hole because you didn't do what I want you to do, or I'm going to force you to want to be with me, or it's not that. That's false love. That's false love. And until you get to a place of unconditional love, because unconditional love is free for everybody. That's the love that is divine. It's the most purest love, because you can have it for everyone. It's not subject to just sex, romance, friendship, even you know, kinship. It's very fluid. It's very open and limitless. It's infinite. So spiritual connection. Some of you guys may manifest a spiritual connection with someone that you do have an unconditional loving with after you go through some sort of awakening and transformation. Some of you guys, it may be in April that you manifest this connection. Could be someone from a past or your past life, or it's going to feel like when you meet this person, it's going to seem like you recognize them. For others of you, I feel some of you guys will be working towards unresolved issues from your past life with with this other person, because there's still work to do. There's still transformations. There's still releasing that needs to be done. And again, you have to continuously use unconditional love to pass these tests and these lessons with your connections with others, especially this one connection here. So you have the 9 of Cups, the Fool card, the 5 of Cups, and the Death card. So I do feel that there will be some emotional fulfillment within the self in regards to this, and I feel there's a level of freedom with the Fool card and liberation after some time of healing, or there will still be some healing that takes place with the 5 of Cups and the Death card, because there's still some unresolved issues. So there will be manifestation of blessings and good things, but there's also still some things that are going to be released. And that's not a bad thing, because the more and more you clear, the more and more space you create for better things to come into your life. So the 7 of Cups is also here. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities, and I feel like Spirit, this is the point where a lot of you are going to make that ultimate decision of what it is that you wish to do. Not worrying about what other people are going to think, because some of you guys may be in a relationship that is not ideal to society. Nowadays, a lot of people will say that that's same-sex relationships. For some, it could be interracial relationships. For some, it could be status. Like, one person is this, and this person in this world is, you know, here you have a person that is a millionaire dating, or a billionaire, whatever, dating a person that has a 9-to-5 job. A person that's been in and out of jail, and then you have a woman or a guy or whatever that's in the corporate world, or grew up in a cookie cutter lifestyle, and they're with this person. So it could be multiple things. It could be deciding to be in a open relationship, happily in an open relationship, having, you know, a house, a I can't even say the word, but y'all know, polygamous relationship, something that is not the norm, you know what I mean, something that may be frowned upon by other people. Your spiritual practices with one another, you guys could practice different spiritual beliefs in different cultures. You guys may be reverting from traditional spiritual upbringings that you guys had as children, and, you know, having your own relationship. And it's a decision that must be made with that. Like, we can't worry about what other people think about our relationship, or if I decide to be with this person after, you know, they got married, and even though they're divorced. You know, this isn't about toxicness. Let me clarify this, because this is about spiritual enlightenment. Spiritual enlightenment is, this is you moving freely through your own destination, your own journey, your own path. It is not about toxic past energies, past life, because the ego death, you're releasing these energies. So this is not saying we'll be together in spite of the fact that this person whooped my ass like 2 nights ago, and they're constantly cheating on me, and I don't agree with the fact that they're sleeping with other people. That's not what this is about. It's not about conforming to all odds, or I'm gonna be with this person regardless if they don't want to be with me or not. This is what I want. This is who I want. I could care less what this person wants. That is not what this is talking about. This is about higher levels of spirituality, where you and this person have agreed upon your walk together, what it's going to be, or if this is you deciding to walk alone and deciding that this is not the connection for me, and this is the connection that is for me. And if that means that I'm leaving a relationship where we have kids together, or we're married, but this is not for me anymore, and I'm evolving, or I just want to be open to experience just connections with people without strings attached, without having any titles or labels, whatever your decision is on your spiritual journey, it's not going to resonate with everybody. Everybody's story is different. But this is a soul respect for yourself. This isn't conforming to toxic relationships, false love, obsession, sex-based. They look good, so I'm gonna be with them, and that's being broken down. Like, spirit stripping all of that away from everybody. Whatever your ego is dying to, whatever your ego struggles with when it comes to unconditional love and connecting with others, all of that's being stripped. Even down to judging people on the street and looking at them as they're less than you because they live on the street, or they're not as spiritually as aware as you are, or this person lives in the hood, or because this person was a convict, or they were a stripper, that they can't be spiritually aware or conscious because I spend thousands of dollars in the yoga, you know, gym or whatever. I'm way more well equipped, or because I can pay for $1,000 spa treatments, that I'm somehow better. Spirit is stripping the ego of everything, and how we see everyone, how we see ourselves, you know. It's all of that is self-worth, it's forgiveness, it's a lot of different things for each and every one of you, and a lot of it stems from past life or just past situations that you've dealt with. And when you decide to do what other people may not agree with, and you do it for yourself, and you do it with the higher consciousness of self, I guess you could say spirit or Christ consciousness as they call it, when you're tapping into your higher self and your decisions that you're making based off of that, that's when you level up. That's when you graduated from some circumstance. And like I was saying earlier in the reading, that this is the point that you're going to get to, and I feel like that's maybe what's up ahead for a lot of you, when you decide to be free and no longer trapped by your ego. And this can also go for the other person as well. So the Eight of Pentacles, this is about work. This is self-work, self-mastery. That's what this is. Healing the unresolved issues. That's what this is. Okay. So let's pull some advice cards, and that will conclude this reading. If you guys would like to purchase the Walu Tarot deck, or even the my relationship reading oracle deck, and my love archetype decks, I do have a special going on. When you buy a deck, you get any reading of your choice for free with me with a purchase on one of these decks. So you guys can purchase via my website. Just make sure your shipping address is available and that it's up to date, and your email is also up to date, so I know where to contact you and where to send your items to. Personal readings, like I said, you guys can check in the description box below to my website to purchase a reading. Alright, so let's see what the advice is for you. Is there anything else that the spirit guides, the ancestors, whoever they guide us and assist us, the Most High God, our higher selves, would like us to know? Our advice, our guidance, anything I may have missed. True love. So this is a romance of a lifetime with new love. So a lot of you guys are going to manifest a new connection, a new loving relationship, one that is unconditional, because you may be freeing yourself of a connection that just was not meant to last, and that's okay. And I still feel like this still stems back to unconditional love, still having unconditional love, even though, you know, it's just not meant for us. We're not meant for each other. That's okay. I still love you. I still care about you, and I wish you the best. No love lost. For some of you, this is new love in an existing relationship, a newfound love with one another, within each other, a new connection. And this is reciprocal love. You know, it cannot work if one person is putting, it never works that way with anything. When one person is putting in all the energy and effort into a relationship, a business relationship, a friendship, a household, a love relationship, it cannot work if it's one-sided. If one person has all of this passion and all of this fight, and this other person is just like, that will drain a person. So this is reciprocal love with true love. True love is, you can see that both of them are engaging in each other. They're both, you know, here. And I feel like this is a love that's supportive. And I feel like what Spirit's advice to you is to bear in mind what true love is for you. Because it could be different for everyone. One person can believe true love is a person that's there for you and supports you in tough times. Some people believe that true love is sticking it out no matter what. Some people believe that true love is two people that understand each other on a deep level. All of those are valuable. One may be valuable over the other to the next person. But whatever is for you, that both of you are putting in the energy and effort. Spirit does not want you to miss the fact that this is a shared energy. It's not one-sided. A lot of us have gotten it misconstrued, and I have too, thinking that spiritual connections are based off, a lot of it is based off of our chemistry, the chemistry that we feel with another person, or the lust that we have for someone, or the desire within us to obtain something that we desire because we feel like we're less than until we have it. So we feed into this energy, and we constantly obsess and pine after it, so much so that we start to believe that it's meant to be. And if it's one-sided, if someone, even if it's stringing you along, because people can string you along too and not be straight up with you and tell you, hey, I'm not feeling you. Some people like, you know, people chasing after them. Some people like the thrill without setting those boundaries that, no, I'm not interested. Even that is also a form of not, you know, unreciprocated love, if that's the right word, whatever, non-reciprocal, whatever. That's also a form of that. So this new love, this new level of love, new level of love consciousness, is that it's very fluid and it's unconditional. There's no strings attached, meaning that doesn't mean, for some of you, it doesn't mean that it's not any structure to it. Like, oh, let's just wing it and let's see where it goes because somebody wants to go out and cheat or whatever. Unless that's your agreement, that you guys are openly, you know, having an open relationship with multiple people, you both can agree upon that that's what you both want, truly want, and agree upon that's your lifestyle, not forcing yourselves to do it because one person wants it. Again, that's unreciprocated. But this new level of love consciousness is, I love you for who you are, and I'm not trying to control you or conform you to be something you are not. That doesn't mean that I'm going to put up with things that I don't agree with, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to try to control you. That doesn't mean that I'm going to try to possess you, force you to be something you are not, keep you under my wing, and you can't go out and be yourself. You can't live your life. I'm gonna freak out and die if you leave me for 4 hours and go to work or something, or I'm gonna have a fit if you forgot to call me, or if you don't tell me you love me every day. Those are, again, forms of that conditional love, self-healing that needs to take place, abandonment issues, lack of self-love, self-worth, trust issues. So these new levels of connections and love consciousness, that's not gonna be there. So a lot of us have to clear it out now, and we are clearing it out. And it's not to say that the person that you're clearing it out with currently can't possibly be the one. It's not to say that, especially if you guys are working together through this, or you're working individually within yourselves, most importantly, to release these things and not putting a responsibility on another person. Well, you got to heal this in order for us to be together, and you got to do this. Like, no, worry about your own shit. Spirit puts us in a space where we need to be within ourselves, and we got to trust that if it's, me and this person, we're working together, I got to trust that this other person is doing what they say they're doing. They're working on themselves. And if this person needs time and space, hence why a lot of connections are not fully together, is because you're healing. And it's a gift and a curse for some people, because I know some people that are in connections with, divine partners or whatever, and they can still communicate and see each other, but it's not as often as they would like it to be, or they can't see each other, all the time. There's some limitedness to it because they're still both healing. They're still going through their process of releasing. And but I guess it's also the curse, and that is that you have to deal with the ups and the downs and the back and forth things. But for those that feel like, well, I don't have a divine connection at all, or I don't have anybody that's with me right now, it's that feeling of loneliness. But the good thing is that you have no distractions outside of you, and you can solely focus on healing yourself, so that when it's time to come together with that person, you won't really have, all of those roadblocks in the way. You can just come together, basically. So I hope that resonates with you guys. If you guys would like a personal reading with me, I think I said that for the 3rd time, but check the description box below for more information on that. And if you guys would like to purchase one of my decks, you guys will get a free reading of your choice with a purchase. All of that will be in the description, the link to my website, okay? If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I do post readings, mini readings and stuff like that from time to time. I will be going live on Tuesday for Tarot Tuesday free readings. I'll try to go live here on YouTube as well, so I'll keep you guys posted. Much love as always. Until the next reading, peace.